Namo Namaha. In the last episode, we discussed about dimensions of listening, Shravanasya Ayamaha. In this episode, we would like to focus on the dimensions of Sambhashanam. Namo Namaha, Varsha Mohoday.
नमो नमः
Uh,
नमः सर्वेभ्यः वणक्कम
So yeah, as I started this episode, in the last episode we talked about the different dimensions of listening. The second in the series is about Sambhashanam अथवा संवादः. So there were multiple dimensions of listening. So I'm pretty sure there are multiple dimensions of Sambhashanam. So would you like to start by talking about
आम् बहु धन्यवादाः मन्दारमहोदय वस्तुतः कथमस्ति श्रवणं भाषणं पठनं लेखनम् इति चत्वारि सोपानानि भाषाशिक्षणस्य सन्ति तत्र द्वितीयसोपानं भाषणम् इति भाषणम् इत्यत्र संवादः एव अपेक्षितः नाम कम्युनिकेशन् इति संवादः यत् अन्येन सह अन्यः अवगच्छतु इति कृत्वा अहं वदामि सः संवादः अथवा अन्यस्य अहं शृणोमि यत् अवगतं तत्र मम मतं प्रतिपादयामि तर्हि तादृशं यत् भाषणमस्ति तत् भाषणं सम्भाषणं तर्हि तस्य अपि आयामाः सन्ति विविधाः अत्र किञ्चित् कष्टं समुत्पन्नम् आयामान् अन्वेष्टुं परन्तु आहत्य पञ्च आयामाः भाषणस्य वयं व्यवस्थापयितुं शक्नुमः भाषणं नाम उद्बोधनम् इति अपि स्वीकर्तुं शक्यमस्ति भासते जनानां यद् मञ्चं गत्वा भाषणं कृतं किमपि व्याख्यानं कृतं तदपि भाषणमिति परन्तु सः अर्थः अत्र अपेक्षितः नास्ति कारणम् इत्युक्ते तद् भाषणं कदा सिद्धं भवेत् यदा एतत् सम्भाषणम् उत्तममस्ति सत्यं यदा सम्भाषणं कर्तुं जनाः शक्नोति तदा एव तादृशभाषणं करोति यदि कण्ठस्थीकरणं कृत्वा करोति चेत् सा तस्य अभिव्यक्तिः न अतः तत्तु भाषणे अनुमतम् अथवा सम्मिलितं भवितुं न शक्नोति इति तर्हि सम्भाषणं नाम सम्पूर्णतया स्वस्य इच्छया भाषायाः समग्रतया उपयोगः तर्हि तत्र संवादार्थम् उपयोगः मम उद्देशः एव अन्यजनाः मम वचनं शृणोतु
इति उद्देशः
एव अस्ति तत्र तर्हि तादृशं भाषणं सम्भाषणं तस्य एतद् द्वितीयसोपानमस्ति भाषाशिक्षणे तस्य आयामाः सन्ति तर्हि प्रथम आयामः तु प्रथमः अस्ति अनुकरणम् तर्हि अनुकरणम् इति we can say in English copying
to imitate or to copy someone.
yes so अनुकरणस्य यदा सामर्थ्यमस्ति तदा एव किञ्चित् भाषाधिगमस्य आरम्भः भवितुमर्हति नाम उदाहरणं भर्त्सना इति कोऽपि शब्दः अस्ति किञ्चित् अधिकं संयुक्ताक्षरम् अस्ति तत्र अथवा कार्त्स्न्यम् इति शब्दः कार्त्स्न्यं तत्र रफार अपि अस्ति त अपि अस्ति स अपि अस्ति न अपि अस्ति कार्त्स्न्यं यकारः अपि अस्ति संयुक्ताक्षरस्य महागुरुः एषः कार्त्स्न्यम् इति तर्हि तद् श्रुत्वा कार्त्स्न्यम् इति वक्तुं मम अनुकरणं कर्तुं मम इच्छा आवश्यकी मम सामर्थ्यम् आवश्यकं यदि मम जिह्वायाः तत् सामर्थ्यं नास्ति अथवा मुखस्य तत् सामर्थ्यं नास्ति तर्हि अहं कार्त्स्न्यम् इति उच्चारयितुं न शक्नोमि तर्हि उच्चारणम् अपि अनुकरणस्य एव परिणामः भवति यत् श्रुतं तत् तथैव उच्चारणीयं वक्तव्यम् इति So this copying is most important dimension of communication. So you can copy other person in that target language that gives you capacity to learn the language. So भाषणस्य एकः एषः आयामः द्वितीयः आयामः अस्ति प्रतिक्रिया प्रतिक्रिया is your spontaneous reaction to the things for which you are using this target language. So spontaneous reactions, if they go in that target language, then you are confirming that you have learned language very well. Your spontaneity is maintained. So प्रतिक्रिया या अस्ति सा तत्र उत्पद्यते. एतद् अनिवार्यमस्ति. सम्पूर्ण सर्वजनानां भाषणसोपाने सर्वदा अनुकरणं तु भवति एव, प्रतिक्रिया अपि उत्पद्यते.
परंतु प्रतिक्रियायाः विषये with respect to प्रतिक्रिया there is this negative connotation about if I give a pratikriya to something, there is a little bit of negative if I react.
If I react outside, inside reactions are going on constantly. So those are in Pashyanti language. You have visuals, you have counter visuals. If you see cat, immediately you'll remember some old cat, or you'll remember your own cat. So all these Pashyanti reactions are taken in one statement, that is in Madhyama, and you develop one sentence in target language. So that pratikriya is in your mind. You give it outside or not, that is different. But that survives inside, and that comes in target language.
So even if it is not expressed in terms of words,
yes,
it still is created within.
Yes, it is. It's not coming in Vaikhari. वैखरी मध्ये न गच्छति, परन्तु पश्यन्ति मध्ये अस्ति, अनुभूयते, अनन्तरं मध्यमायां तस्य वाक्यं भवति,
वाक्यनिर्माणमपि भवति.
तर्हि मनसि तादृशप्रतिक्रिया उत्पद्यते इति भाषणस्य एकः अति उत्तमः आयामः. यद् मम मनसि यदि अहं संस्कृतं पठन्ती अस्मि, संस्कृतेन प्रतिक्रिया उत्पद्यते. यदि अहं जर्मन् पठन्ती अस्मि, तर्हि सा मम भाषा जर्मन् भाषा प्रतिक्रिया उत्पद्यते. तर्हि भाषणस्य एषः अतीव उत्तमः आयामः dimension अस्ति, येन by which you develop your language.
So it's not necessary, although there is a negative connotation, it's
yes,
not necessary that the reaction has to be
negative
or expressed
yes,
by words.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So, and every time for pratikriya, it is not necessary to make it negative. So most of times reactions might be very positive.
Positive reactions.
Yes. And very spontaneous and very
Lively.
increasing your happiness.
Yeah, liveliness.
Yes, yes, yes. So if you see one picture, there might be 50, might occur 50 reactions in your mind.
There is a possibility that there are 50
yes,
reactions in
yes,
your mind.
yes. How much you can catch in the language is most important. You have many reactions in visuals.
Yeah.
But how much do you catch in the language? That depends on your capacity of the language.
So conversion from Pashyanti to Madhyama,
yes,
how many reactions are captured in that process is also very, very important.
Very, very important. How you are going through that process is most important. So that's why your language acquisitions becomes very spontaneous and nourishing when you have this dimension.
So Anukaranam, Pratikriya.
And third is Pratispandaha or Pratisadah. Pratisadah, Pratispandaha, vidhapi vaktum shakyate. Pratisadah is your thoughtful reaction, we can say. Your thoughtful response. Your response. Your response is always, refined. When you have many reactions at a time, you will sort it out according to your logic and according to your experience, and then present it. So that is called as response.
So I'm still trying to understand the difference between the reaction, the second dimension that we saw, and the pratisad,
yes,
or response.
Yes.
So as you mentioned, there are multiple reactions can be generated, but the refinement that happens is
अत्र विवेकः कार्यं करोति. नाम भवतां पूर्वानुभवः अथवा भविष्यस्य किञ्चित् कश्चन ऊहा भविष्यस्य विषये, अथवा अत्र विद्यमानजनानां किं भासेत, अथवा का परिस्थितिः उत्पन्ना भवेत् इत्यस्य विषये भवताम् ऊहा. तदनुगुणं भवन्तः विवेकस्य चिन्तनं कृत्वा प्रतिक्रियासु अपि एकस्याः चयनं कुर्वन्ति अथवा काश्चन मिश्रीय सम्मिश्र्य भवन्तः एकां प्रतिक्रियां निर्मापयन्ति स्वबुद्ध्या उत्तमरीत्या तस्य परिशीलनं कृत्वा शोधनं कृत्वा प्रतिसादः दीयते. That becomes response. So your capacity to give response is most important when you acquire any language, or your target language is will develop according to your preparation for giving responses.
Okay. So that is a very subtle difference, but very important, minute difference between a reaction and a response.
Yes.
Beautifully explained.
Yes.
So what is the next
next dimension of this is, your inference, your logical inference, your statement of inference, that might be said as Siddhanta Vakyam.
Siddhanta Vakyam.
See, every time each and every person for the whole of the day he is deriving some or the other inference in his mind, and he has a definite statement by which he decides his moves or decides his behavior. So that statement, we are calling it Siddhanta Vakya. That might be Tatkalikam. I am not talking about Siddhanta Vakyam that is accepted by, that is refined by Acharya Pada, and then it is propagated and accepted by all. That Siddhanta Vakyam is for Sarvakalikam, for always. सर्वदा स्वीक्रियते, सर्वदा सार्वत्रिकं सत्यमस्ति तत्. तत् सिद्धान्तवाक्यम् अत्र अहं न वदन्ती अस्मि. अत्र व्यक्तिगतस्तरे तात्कालिकम् एकं वाक्यं भवति, तत् निर्मितं भवति. यतः अद्य दुग्धविक्रेता न आगतः, तर्हि किम् अस्वस्थः स्यात्, अथवा मार्गे कुत्रचित् पतितवान् स्यात्, अथवा एवं कामपि ऊहां कृत्वा यदा यदा दुग्धविक्रेता नागच्छति तदा तदा मया आपणः गन्तव्यः. तर्हि यदा यदा दुग्धविक्रेता नास्ति तर्हि अद्य दुग्धविक्रेता नास्ति तर्हि मया आपणः गन्तव्यः इति एकं निश्चितं वाक्यम् अभवत्. सिद्धान्तं मम कृते एषः आगतः सिद्धान्तः. इदानीं मम निर्णयः भवति अहं कदा गच्छामि, किं करोमि इति. एवं प्रतिक्षणं चलति मनुष्यस्य मनसि एषः तर्कः, तर्कसिद्धं वाक्यं निर्मितं भवति. भाषायां यावत् सामर्थ्यम् अधिकमस्ति, एतत् तर्कशुद्धं वाक्यम् अधिकं स्पष्टतया निर्मितं भवति.
करेक्ट.
यदि तत्र भ्रमः न भवति,
भ्रमः नास्ति
तत्र सर्वथा भ्रमः नास्ति. कारणं मम निर्णयः कदा भवति, यदा मम प्रतिक्रियाः परिशीलिताः सन्ति, यदा मम प्रतिसादः आगतः अस्ति स्पष्टतया, तत्र विवेकस्य चिन्तनं जातमस्ति, ततः शब्दग्रहणेन मम एकं वाक्यं तर्कशः लब्धमस्ति. मया एतत् अतीव वेगेन यदा भवति तदा एव अग्रिमकार्यं किल भवति. यथा स्थानके रेलयानं गतं स्वीकृते सति एव अग्रे धावति किल, अथवा न धावामि इति निर्णयं करोति. इदानीं गतं मम हस्तात् इति निर्णयं कर्तुं यः समयः आवश्यकः, ये क्षणाः आवश्यकाः, तत्र एव भाषासामर्थ्यम् अतीव महत्त्वपूर्णमस्ति. यत्र भाषा एव अस्माकं निर्णयं करोति, आत्मसंवादं ददाति, पुनः संवादेन निर्णयं करोति. ईदृशसिद्धान्तवाक्यानि इति this is statement of inference that might be called as one dimension of Sambhashana.
And the difference that you explained, the difference between the Vayaktika Siddhanta Vakyam versus the
Tatvika Siddhanta, yes,
Siddhanta Vakyam is also very important, because that actually, when you said Siddhanta Vakyam,
yes,
it kind of created confusion in my mind that अहं ब्रह्मास्मि इति अपि एकं सिद्धान्तवाक्यम् अस्ति, परन्तु तस्य अत्र किमपि सन्दर्भः नास्ति.
नास्ति नाम कथं, मम यदि स्वस्य व्यक्तिगतसिद्धान्तवाक्यानि सिद्धानि भवन्ति, अहं का अस्मि, अहं किमर्थम् अत्र आगतः, किमपि तद्विषये किमपि व्यक्तिगतम् अहं चिन्तनं करोमि, तत्र लघु लघु वाक्यानि भवन्ति, तदा मम आकलनस्य क्षमता वर्धते यद् आचार्यपादाः किं वा वदन्ति. तर्हि एषः सर्वः अपि भाषागतः विषयः अस्ति. अनन्तरं भाषणस्य आयामः अस्ति एषः यद् भवन्तः सर्वदा अपि स्वस्य व्यक्तिगतं सिद्धान्तवाक्यं निर्मापयन्ति तदनुगुणं चिन्तनं वेगेन भवति अनन्तरं वैखरीवाणी प्रकटिता भवति। तर्हि एतत् चतुर्थः आयामः, fourth dimension it was, and now fifth dimension if we think of is expression. Abhivyakti. So what do you think inside? You can frame it in words as it is.
What is inside me, I can frame it
In words.
in the exact words, okay?
And express it.
Is abhivyakti.
That is called as abhivyakti.
Abhivyakti.
So I don't have that half-heartedness that what I think I cannot explain. I put it in the sentence, but this was not I meant to say. This was not I meant to say. This, half-hearted, life people are living, especially in English. I have experienced people that they said something and they said that was not what I meant to say. They said something, but they were feeling constantly that I want to say something else, but I am not catching words.
Yes, we come across many people like this who,
Yes.
because they are not able to capture their thoughts into the language, they cannot express that thought, and because the expression is half-hearted, the meaning is also misinterpreted, or this is not the meaning that they wanted to convey to the other person. Yes. And that's probably where the miscommunication.
Miscommunication, yes. So most of the times it happens that this might happen inside you also.
Okay.
That your expression is not clear. So what do you want to say is also not clear with yourself itself.
Okay, say that again one more time.
See, what do you want to say is not clear to you.
Okay.
And means if you express once, then you will say, oh, this was not the thing I wanted to say. Okay, that was not the thing I wanted to say. Or this was not the thing I wanted to say. Many times you do this. Finally, what happens that you are not clear about what do you want to say.
Absolutely.
So it's comes vice versa. It's a boomerang on you that you cannot conclude because of this.
It's not necessary that the miscommunication happens with the other person. Within yourself, if your expression is not clear enough, then the miscommunication can happen within yourself as well, because you were not clear in expressing what you wanted to say to yourself.
So this dimension becomes very, very important in Bhasha Adhigrahanam. So language acquisition, second Dvitiya Sopanam of Bhasha Dvitiya Sopanam. There it becomes a very important dimension. Now these are not steps. I will not say that anukaranam, then pratikriya, then pratispandaha. I won't say that sequentially this will happen. All these things happen at a time. These are dimensions. Ite ayamaha santi.
Ayamaha santi, and they will be operating at the same time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And they parasparam poshakaha santi.
Parasparam poshakaha santi.
They are nourishing each other always.
In other words, you could say they are complementary to each other.
Yes.
So just to make this point a little bit clear, that there is no sequence in which these steps are taken. Could you give an example where anukaranam and abhivyakti are operating in same span of time?
See, dimensions are not in sequence. No?
They are not, yes.
They are not. So, they're at a time they are there. So, anukaranam is also there. While expressing, you can follow anukaranam also.
Correct.
Means you are copying some of the part of the sentence from some other person who whatever you have heard.
Correct.
You can copy that.
Correct.
You have copied that part, but you have refined it. Means you have given the thought to it. What you are doing. What are you copying? Then at the same time, you have decided what do you want to say. That is your pratisad you have decided. and you have you're clear with your statements, logical statements, which are promoting you to say something.
This is how they operate in tandem.
Yes, they are all together present there, and they are nourishing each other. So that's why all these dimensions are in Bhashanam Sopanam, and they are operating at the same time, and you are supposed to develop them all
Yes.
to nourish your language.
So beautifully put. All these 5 dimensions now are at least clear in my mind. In the last episode, we discussed the obvious benefits, or what are the benefits. So, would you like to extrapolate that same benefits part to as it is applicable to Sambhashanam as well?
See, Shravanam, Bhashanam, Pathanam, Lekhanam, when we say all the Sopanani, Bhashanam is most important because as we say Bhashyate sa Bhasha, and all these dimensions are nourishing to your language.
Correct.
If you get language acquisition, it happens that you are so systematic in your expression, you're so systematic in your thought, you're so systematic in your logical inferences. Finally, it happens that your behavior is refined.
Finally, it happens that your behavior is refined. Okay.
तरी भाषा सामर्थ्यं
हाँ.
भवतां जीवन समृद्धौ कारणीभूतमस्ति.
Because you are more expressive.
Yes. More expressive, you
you're
know the
precise.
language, your thought is precise,
Refined.
your expression is precise, your refinements are precise. So your life is very prosperous. So
Your life is sorted.
sorted. So now we see people giving reactions without thinking. Those are not sorted out. And why they are not sorted out? See, small kid is crying. He always says that he keeps crying and he cannot say anything. Why? Because language is not with him. And grown-up people are also, they repeat the sentence. He slapped me. They are shouting. He slapped me. He slapped me. Or he slapped me. It was burning. Some plate was burning and it would have burnt you. That's why he slapped you now.
Correct.
But the meaning of that burning is not getting got by him.
He does not understand that.
He doesn't understand. That's
what
why
it means
he
to
is
burn.
constantly is saying that he slapped me, he slapped me. Then he's crying. And what is that? Because if he has that, power of language with him, immediately this inference operates and Siddhanta Vakya is ready inside. That why I am slapped by my friend because I was touching the plate.
He wanted you to be cautious about it.
Yes, so this type of many incidences we can see that when the statement is ready inside, then we are in a soothing state and we are calm and we are calming down.
Yeah, sorted out.
In every situation, So when mother hates me, always I'll think that why my mother doesn't love me. And when my statements are ready and I'm capable of sorting out my statements, I calm down and say my mother has hit me as she loves me.
So it is but natural to extrapolate this logic and say that teaching children language at the early age is only beneficial.
Yes.
Wow.
It's the only task which you should do
As a parent.
Yes.
Is to teach them language.
Yes, they make them so prosperous in their mother tongue, make them so prosperous in other 5 languages, make them so prosperous in Sanskritam.
Sanskritam, obviously, yes.
So once they are prosperous, see, Sanskritam, logically we say that Sanskritam is so precise language.
It's the most refined language.
It is matching with your Akasha Tattvam.
Correct.
We have said this many times. So, if Sanskritam is there and it is precise, then what will happen with your thought process? What will happen with your mind and body coordination? What will happen with your Panchamahabhutas?
And once
5 elements.
Sanskrit is, once you learn Sanskrit and your thought process is sorted out, learning your Matrubhasha or getting proficiency in other languages also becomes very simple. Is that
Yes, very simple, because why? Anukaranam becomes very easy because of Sanskritam.
correct?
Then pratisadaha.
Pratikriya, pratisada.
Now we'll second step, second dimension, that is pratikriya. So pratikriya, when it is spontaneous, sometimes it happens that when your 5 elements are not in coordination, your reactions are random.
Completely random. Yes.
Completely random. Means for something for which you are supposed to laugh, you will start crying. It might happen with
It
you.
might happen, yes.
For which you are supposed to go and lift the thing, you might shiver at the place.
Or you might drop it. Yeah.
So these reactions are dependent on your Akasha Tattvam, how it operates with all the all the 5 elements, how they are operating in you, means how are you. So that finally depends on Sanskritam, what to say about Sanskritam.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So so we just talked about the benefits that we get from. Can we take? I just wanted to add one of the benefits that I'm thinking about is, can we take a leap of faith and say that it also helps with emotional health, the mental health, and people who are more sorted out with their languages don't face.
We'll take easy example. If we see counseling, what is counseling? Counselor gives you statements, various statements,
Correct.
and make you understand those statements and accept them.
Make you understand and accept them. Yes.
But what does counselor do? If person is not accepting the situation and he is suffering, or he is harassing himself, what is done is providing statements, providing options for the statements, and which option is possibly acceptable. It is stated clearly. So this counseling goes on by this path, and people are calmed down and they accept the situation and they make themselves strong by these statements. The statements themselves are working. Siddhanta Vakya.
Siddhanta Vakya. And if your language learning was so rich experience, you would not even end up in this situation, because before arriving at this situation, you would have sorted.
And it might happen, though you arrive at the situation, what counselor is saying, you immediately grasp it.
That's true.
And you will analyze it and balance yourself. You can balance. See, at a time, you can analyze 50 statements at a time. If you can analyze 50 statements at a time, what will be your capacity? If you are doing this, you are sorted out. So your life becomes very prosperous and calm and very settled. So we can take leap directly that because of language abilities, you are well settled and psychologically
stable. Absolutely.
Yes.
This was another fascinating discussion we just had. Thank you very much, Acharya.
Bahu dhanyawad.
Namaste. If you like our content, please subscribe to our channel, like our videos. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Namo Namah.